Hello everyone, today I want to show you how to simulate MOSFET transient simulation in Simcenter Flotherm XT. And this video is created for our foreign friends. The simulation condition is MOSFET on-off simulation. 1 minute off and 1 minute out. Total duration time is 240 seconds, and we can use this standard TO package model. Okay, let's start the settings. Right now it's the Simcenter Flotherm XT GUI. You can use thermal analysis and create a new project, a new empty assembly, and the next. Give me a name, maybe test, and the next, and the next. And then we can use internal and external type, and the solution type is flow and the heat transfer. And then we all use the default settings, 35 degrees. And the turn on, the most important is the analysis type. We have to change the steady state to transient. And then the total transient time is 240 seconds. And then next. The default flow is air. Default start is aluminum. And the finish. So right now we create an empty project. So if you want to build the MOSFET model, you can select from library. You can use Flotherm XT part library. You can see the geometry and the component starter pack. TO, through hole. Okay, this one. And then we can double click. And then you can see model is here. And then in the left hand side, you can see the model tree. Very detailed structure inside this package. Okay. And the first, we have to change the gravity direction. So in this case, we should change the gravity to negative Z direction. So right-click model data property. And then you see the gravity here. And then change to negative Z direction. And OK. You can see the gravity change. And next, we have to resize the solution domain. Okay. You can enable edit in view and then change the size of the solution domain. If you already resize the solution domain, you can use the right click and the hide. And the next, you can set this object to transparency. Change transparency. And then you can see inside the model. In this case, we have to set settings, MOSFET on and off. 1 minute off and 1 minute up. Total duration time is 240 seconds. So the first, we have to set up the transient condition. Total is 240 seconds, and the time step, the default value is automatic, but I will recommend to use manual. And then you can see the transient tables. You can use only one time patch, and you have to set up the number of time steps. For example, the total time is 240. So if I set up the time step is also 240. It means the time step is 1 second. We use 240 time step to simulate the all 0 from 240 seconds. And you can use the distribution uniform or increase or decreasing. But in this case, we will use the uniform settings. Okay. And also you have to set up the save duration time solution. For example, I save 10 seconds. It means every 10 seconds restore the result. If you store result every time step, the file will too big. And the different results only 1 second. It's difficult to identify the difference between 1 second, 2 seconds. So we use 10 seconds, the save during solution. And then, okay. So for transient simulation, first, you have to define total time. And then you have to use the time patch to define your time step. And then you have to define the save during solution. And the next step is to define the on-off situation. So MOSFET on is mean we turn on the power and turn off the power. So we can use in the thermal simulation, you can right click heat source and the property. In this case, the total heat source is 1 watt. And then you can create the transient profile. Create a new transient profile and click. So you have to define the new transient profile. So we can use the right click, select the properties, and then the profile type, use profile. So you have to define different time and the multiplier. For example, in this situation, it's 1 minute off and 1 minute up. So time is 0 and the multiplier is 0. And then create another point. 1 minute is 60 seconds. Multiplier is 0. And then create 6.05 is 1. And add another new point. is 120 minutes is 1. And 120.5 is 0. And 180 seconds is 0. And 145 is 1, and 240 is 1. So you can see this 1 minute off, and then 1 minute up, and then 1 minute off, and then 1 minute up. So in this case, it's only 240 seconds. But if you want to simulate more times, you can use periodic option. You can create many different steps. Okay, so periodic is useful. So, but in this case, only 240. So you can say 2 cycles. This is 1 cycle and the 2 cycle, and then collect. Okay. So this is the transient simulation settings in Simcenter Flotherm XT. So if you, after you create the total time and the time step and the step duration and the transient profile of your heat source, right now you can start to solve this case. Let's see the result. In this case, I also set up, create a monitor point. A point go on the T case of the heat source. So when you do the simulation, you can monitor the point go, and you can see the profile. It means 1 minute off, and then 1 minute up, the temperature increase, and 1 minute off, the temperature decrease, and 1 minute up, temperature increase again. So you can see the temperature result of this point go. Of course, you can also see the temperature result. For example, I can load the result, and then you can see difference time. Maybe you can see every 10 seconds I store the result. So you can see maybe 90 seconds result. This is 90 seconds. $200 seconds. Okay. This is the procedure to do the MOSFET transient simulation in Simcenter Flotherm XT. If you have any question, please contact us. My name is JJ. This is my email. You can email to me. Thank you.